know what that is? For 3 months, everybody will sleep. You don't have to struggle. Because I'm already gotten every target areas. Yes. I was shocked. They were like, "You're not coming from." And I said things I had in Nigeria. Are we together? So that is the best. That's the best. I think we will just in Lagos. That's the best. Let's even use Abuja. Transport is what? Yes. I don't know that one will be the president. Or when the president of other countries comes, where does it go to? The billions. I get my point now. So they're the best. There are others among the best. That's the liberation. All of you struggle together. In that case, aspect, you guys are fighting the same, like chasing the same customers. You get it. Then in the crowd, these ones suffer extra plenty.
I agree with what she says.
Yeah.
Because being outstanding, like she says, like if we produce the same quality of each one, and then I go to her to sell, she's sulling, she doesn't smile, she doesn't, you understand? So outstanding could be that she made the same amount of impact, but when I go to meet her, she's very friendly. Say, "Hey, my customer, welcome." That could be the edge. It could be what makes her say, "Welcome, how are you?" Attitude, yes. You understand? So when she said outstanding, that's when attitude, customer service, going extra. And if you've been in hotel, you know that in fact why these major hotels, apart from having state-of-the-art facilities, is that they train their staff to be extra conscious. If you're entering transport, those people that will check you understand, after you pass, they will say welcome. You understand? Those people that if you are carrying load, immediately a concierge will follow you immediately and take your bag. You understand? So they are outstanding. It's not just there are hotel facilities that are very fine, but they don't have those extras that makes it outstanding. So I agree with her. The attitude and the service will make you outstanding.
So I agree with that. However, I also have to guide. Okay. So I agree with that in terms of let's do the product called right. I don't know, it's 10 bucks. I don't know, right? How much is it? 50 bucks. 50 bucks. 300 naira. 300 naira for one. 300 naira.
It's not all, and that's where I'm expecting that maybe that's where we want to come up. So because there are some that is the price. Yes, right. That's what there is one brand called Amy.
Yeah.
You have bottled water.
Yeah.
Your bag of pure water anywhere is 500.
Okay.
Why the rest 300?
No, it's 500.
So let's not earning 500. Are we together? Yeah. You are producing, let's be here. She's producing earning 500, she's producing 500, she's producing 7,000. They are doing the same thing, right? There is no difference in your commodity. These are commodity goods. Yes, you can't, there's no difference in it. Yes, we already talked about attitude. We are putting other aspects. So in work, it's not only what you provide in terms of the product or service that matters. There are other things that don't allow me to talk about attitude. Is your attitude more engaging? Do you respect it more? Right? Service delivery. Are you prompt? There are a lot of tailors, isn't it?
True.
Some tailors, I didn't want how much of them, I just saw them posting on Instagram. I just correctly, I give them my 2 months, they didn't deliver.
2 months.
Another guy delivered in 3 months. I mean, sorry, 3 days. Do you understand? So, there are other things you can do. Service delivery, asking customer service, and all of that. Yeah. But again, I'll still guide you on that. Yeah. There are some photographers that you take picture from. I'm saying I've been in a situation where somebody took your picture, you didn't post it. Why? Because they really for you. The same thing with video. I call someone, I say, come on, video. Again, that is no level of understanding. It's not even a video that I know. But you see, there are some other people that you really take to take picture of this. What do you think? So beautiful. How do you get that? The video is so beautiful. Right. I see that development. Look, I'm making the same thing. By the time she decides to go on YouTube to learn it more, she'll be better than me. That's why a photographer, one can tell you, me, I'm snapping, no, it's 1,000. One will tell you, me, I'm snapping, no, it's 10,000. Another one will tell you, me, I'm snapping, no, it's 50,000. Another will say, me, I'm snapping picture of 100,000. I don't understand that. The reason they are asking you that money is because they have spent time in personal development. They have spent time in areas that you neglected to understand. Yeah, it's a bit clear, right?
Yes.
So please, let me know. But just work hard on yourself. I know what I'm saying. In your own, you work hard on yourself. You will see the result. So let's move forward. I've done the introduction before. So now we're entering another dynamics. We're looking at sales and marketing essentials for architecture and design teams. Right? So we're looking at sales and marketing essentials very, 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 very important. Very key. And what I'm going to be looking at first is why sales and marketing matters to everybody. I know it's not showing let us manage properly. Why does it matter to everybody? Some people will say, oh, I'm not in the same department, it's not my business. No, I'll explain to you why it matters to everyone. We talked a little bit on understanding Treuhand's clients. We need to understand your clients. We talk about marketing strategies for design firms. Then, after that, we're going to look at prospecting scenario. We'll look at the medium and process for effective prospecting. Then, we'll look at the effective positioning for wins. There's a win position that you win. I'll explain that. Then, the last will be what are some obstacles that you face and how can you overcome those obstacles? You see, challenges is not new. Because it's challenges. It's not new. Problems will always be there. If there's no problem, there's no solution. Are we together? If there's no problem, there's no solution. You wanted to travel from one point to the other. They started with horses, before them bicycle, before them car, before them aeroplane. Now, Elon Musk wants to take us to where? So if there's no problem, can there be a solution? So then why do you want to know the problem? But the big thing is you need to be able to understand what are those obstacles and how can I overcome them. So I'm going to share you scenarios that you are going to face and how you can. So, why sales and marketing to everyone? Why? First and foremost, as you can see, you are an ambassador of the organization. You are an ambassador of the organization. Second, every employee has a role in shaping the client experience from the first impression to the final delivery. So, of course, if you look at the typical structure of a business, the marketing team can go and search for clients. But you see, The marketing team can still be out in the field. But when the client comes, what does the front desk say? Does she manage that customer properly? Because even if it's ready to get a check, what she will do, what she can do, or what she will not do, can allow the man to say, I'm not interested in. How does it matter? But people don't know. So it's not my job. It is everybody's job. So from the front desk, how do you engage? Are you informed? Or you are saying, oh, sorry, I don't know what it's about, let us act on it. No. Anybody should be able to understand the process of the organization. So the front desk is able to engage operations the same thing down to the last mile of the people in the logistics, the drivers, the supplies, and all of that. The workers on the field who are, building, constructing, everything to the last one is important. Because I tell you for free, when you're in the field working and you're doing a great job, you're doing the construction, you're doing renovation, do you know that your expertise can make places, there's one of my friends that will do this kind of service. Please, give me your office number. Let me tell you, the biggest money is referrals. It's referrals. That's where it is. But you see, because there is a gap with the marketing structure, others, key staff members, other staff members don't understand that they are part of marketing. So it can be frustrating. The organizations, the revenue streams, but you might not know. Because you don't know that they are part of it. So it's very, 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 very important. The second point which is important is the messaging should be consistent across departments. The messaging should be consistent. There are keywords that you guys need to have and you are using it. If we are artists on the operation, is it saying the same thing the present marketing say? If we are artists on the engineering, are they saying the same thing? If we are asking guys of us also on the floor level, are they saying the same thing? The messages need to be consistent, all true. Even when they are using the social media platform and everything, and the messages are going the same. It's very, very important because it's going to strengthen the brand and the trust. So marketing is for everybody. Again, what it does is that it helps to nurture opportunities. When we're together, we're working together as a team. It's collective. Like I said, everybody is an ambassador. I'll still go in depth more and you see the reason why everything is around being in this process. Everything.
Ой, бак, мать. What is on it's like this is expected any of this. they're on top of it. I think you can just go to the bank because today is short anyway, and then they're just trying to say everything is okay. Ages, everything is looking okay. They just need to. I think it's okay. I can. Bank. Yeah, hold on. Are you where? Huh? You want to collect or eat?
No, I don't eat.
Okay, alright. So they just want to make all the I was waiting for some documents. Let me send her. Let me see, it's there. It's on. So I'm suggesting. So I think. So it's better. I think it's better want, you can just go to the bank is better. So whatever happens, I'll just
What does freedom look like for you? Does it look like the ability to meet emergency needs as they arise? Does it look like the ability to fund your goals and dreams? Then
welcome back. Right, Manchester United's Europa League tie at Lyon tonight could have an extra level of spice to it after former Manchester United midfielder Nemanja Matic, now with Lyon, called Andre Onana one of the worst goalkeepers in the club's history. Matic was asked to respond to Onana's comments that Manchester United were a better side than Lyon.
I respect everyone, but to say that, then you need to get the answer. If you are one of the worst goalkeepers in Man United history, you need to all the quote. And again,
to those comments, never won a 100 in Lyon. Some negative ones in there. There are some positives as well that might surprise people at home. But we'll start with this. This is minutes per goal conceded by Manchester United in the Premier League, and you can see that Andre Onana has the worst record of goalkeepers with a minimum of 10 appearances for Manchester United. So he concedes a goal every 63 minutes on average, which puts him below Anders Lingard there, who's the next worst record. So not a great number for him there. Of course, we've got the context of playing in front of a struggling defence as well. And here's another graphic which underlines how difficult he's found it. This is the lowest clean sheet percentages by Manchester United goalkeepers in the Premier League. Again, Onana with one of the worst records, only 26% of his games have resulted in clean sheets. Of course, he's not solely responsible for that number, is he? There's